Okay, so for this video, I just want to talk about dating as a foreigner in Korea, and as an expat, I'll say, as an expat. And, this commentary is not something that is universally applied. I'm just talking from my personal experience and how, my dating situation here has sort of, influenced in terms of my decision on where I want to be a year from now. Do I want to stay in Korea, or, where am I going to be? What am I going to do? And basically, I'll just share that, as an expat in Korea, it is a very, unique situation. I'm working here as a teacher, and I've been here since February of 2011, and I renewed for an additional year. So I'm in my second contract, and so far I've been here a year and 2 months. And, I've been on a few dates here in Korea, and when I came initially, I didn't really have any, to me it was like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, it's no big deal. I'm here to just, do the best job I can, to learn about Korean culture, and to just experience, an Asian country. I've never been to Asia, never been to this part of the world. And I was more so just anticipating, just what to expect, the culture, the food, the people, and just my job first and foremost. I was like, oh my God, I've never taught before, and what to expect. But, since I've been here, I have been on a few dates, but, I would say it has been challenging, in terms of, just, I don't know where to, I know where to begin, but it's just like, what do I say first? But, it's just, I've been on a few dates, like I said, and I think it was about maybe 8 months after I've been here before I actually went on a date, and it was actually a blind date that this Korean lady that I met had set me up on. And she set me up with her British English teacher at her hagwon, and it was just a one-time thing. Like after the date happened, there was no contact made. I mean, he was an okay guy, but a few months later, or actually a month later, I realized that I think she set up the whole blind date so that she could, ask certain favors of me related to, volunteering at this kindergarten in our neighborhood. And, I was like, wait a minute, was I, I just kind of sensed that vibe after, the date. And then she asked me, oh, could you do such and such, by the way? Because she never asked me, about the date or whatever. It was just like, yeah. So that's a whole nother topic for another video. But I recently kind of stopped contact with this one guy that I was talking to for a little bit. I had met him on this dating site. He's a Korean guy that I had met, and with the whole dating site, I did it once back in the States, before I left, a few months before I left the States in 2010. And again, it's an option. It's just another option, in terms of meeting, people to go out with. And I met him, read his profile. He seemed like a really cool guy, and his English seemed great, and that's for me an important thing. If I'm gonna I tell myself here, if I'm going to date a Korean guy, it's important to me that, his English is up to my standard, so that it's easy to communicate. And because, at work, it's really, I don't even speak English like this when I'm at work. Everything is very slow and very basic English. So it's important to me to be able to talk, the way I'm used to talking. But yeah, we went out on a couple dates, and then, he let me know that he just wasn't emotionally available. He really wasn't ready for a relationship. He didn't mind the dates, but he just knew he didn't want to be in something serious because of, his situation. Just broke up with an ex a few months before that. And, so I appreciated him telling me that he wasn't ready for a relationship. But part of me was like, well, I should let him go, or maybe we should be friends. So I tried to keep it a friendship thing with him, but in the end, after a month, I realized, no, he can't really give me what it is that I want. I really like him, but I just know that this is not going to go anywhere. So I just, told him, we have to, there's nothing here. I need to kind of move on and just, move in a different direction, because, yeah, this isn't going to happen. So I'm okay, but it just had me sort of think about, where I want to be, and just my situation as an expat here, and just dating and having a dating life here. And again, this is based on my experience, because I have met other expats who, have come here and have made Korea their permanent home. They've married, a local, they've married a Korean, and, they're pretty much, they're settled here. This is where they are. And, I don't know if that was their intent when they came here, because obviously, life happens, you come in with one thing, and then before you know it, it's like, wow, I met this person in this country, and, I'm going to marry them, and I'm going to live here with them and have a family. But for me, being here over a year and just kind of thinking about the culture and not just the dating, but I'm also looking at, what things I want for myself in terms of work options and, what's important to me and what I value in terms of my living space and my living environment, to be really happy. And I mean, Korea has been really great. Like, I've learned so much, I've had to pull on so many different skills and be creative in so many ways that I didn't know that I had within me, teaching children. But, I also just, I appreciate, the job and what I've learned and the students, but I just realized that English teaching for me is not the field that I want to stay in. And it's been a great start, like, these 2 years of experience that I'm gaining, it's been a wonderful start, and the students that I'm teaching, are just wonderful. But, it is challenging, teaching English as a second language is not the easiest thing. And, there are a lot of things they don't tell you, before, you come here to teach, and you kind of find them out once you're there, like, oh, nobody told me this was going to happen. Nobody told me that, But, I mean, it's been great, and I just feel ready to just explore different career options. And to me, like, a disadvantage, I don't know if it's a disadvantage. I mean, some people come here and they, open up hagwons, foreigners, who want to, start their career here.